We are here.
It's Layton's
What is
Mystery Room.
Yes,
It's a
we are playing a game.
weird spin-off game that happened in 2013 when Level 5 really wanted to do Ace Attorney. The trash game? Oh, that's such a good FNAF 6 reference. Well,
Let's go.
isn't like Trash in the Gang like one of the animatronic
I
things?
think so. It's just like there's a balloon, there's a cage, and there's a trash can. I'm pretty sure if I remember my FNAF lore correctly.
You need to play FNAF right now after you watch the stream.
You should play FNAF now!
Isn't FNAF 6 free?
Okay.
It's free and it's fun. It is trash in the game.
It's fun, and there's trash in the game. The best FNAF characters.
I don't want to learn about FNAF game theory. I don't wanna.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Burns FNAF knowledge into your mind with psychic abilities. Screaming.
Why hasn't Pat just released the inject all his theories into your brain already? I feel like that would sell
We
for
turned
quite a bit.
game theory into a liquid where you can inject directly into your blood veins.
It'd be perfect.
It's like that Jimmy
Save so
Neutron
much
episode where he makes gum that makes you smart.
Learn.
Oh, thanks for the
Thank
there's a-
you.
yeah thing. Give me a sec. But yes,
Detective are perfect.
yeah, they're from Club Penguin. They're just Club Penguin items. Okay, let's
Alright.
I need to get the chat moved up a little bit. Boom.
Perfect.
And now we start. Trivia.
Now we can see Hera's lovely messages.
And that emote that I've never seen before. Okay, looks like they're about to explode.
I think it's Kirby.
Last receipt. It's actually a notice of eviction.
You just got an eviction notice, but it's just stuck on your hat.
Sure it is.
Is that Kirby twerking?
I couldn't tell. I don't get paid. We don't get paid for these films.
I
I
love this.
think it's just like the
stream of it.
news. Like, right?
Yeah,
Dude. And then die like
Laugh
Sherlock
case.
Holmes. And then come back a book later.
yes.
Okay, so which file should we choose? This is very important.
Yeah, this could make or break the entire game.
Which ending do you want?
I'm personally a fan of the neutral ending.
Do you want to go
'cause it's neutral.
2?
So we'll do 2, yeah. Because
Good
3 is the
choice.
genocide road. I don't think we want to go there.
Imagine Ace Attorney genocide around. Oh yeah,
That's
I
the
can
one
play it
where
with
the
my
game is
mouse.
going
I
after
forgot.
the
I don't need to do this.
Select a case. File 003. 000. It's not 0.
Let's start anew because we can't.
Starts anew.
Let's
Alright, here we
go.
go. Here we go. Huh.
4 years I don't know who's doing the voice.
I don't know.
The heavens opened that night and the rain sheeted down. You Kara? Is that a rhythm game?
I don't know.
We died.
We died already. That was a quick run.
It's like Columbo.
Okay.
You see the death
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Eureka? I don't know
The next
Eureka.
voice. Sorry, Deputy Commissioner. I were miles away. It's such a nice day out there. I couldn't help gazing out the window. All this sunshine must be a good omen on my first day, don't you think?
I printed out the weather report. I don't know. Oh,
Perfect.
I mean, she's probably showing the first day thing.
I sold my soul.
It makes no difference to anything. Maybe if you'd seen a lucky red bat. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, the mustache? That's crazy. Anyway, look, don't forget you've been assigned to what can only be described as a back office. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's closed out tomorrow, quite frankly.
Aye, but it's where all the other cases that no one else can solve get sent, isn't it?
It's because the police don't do their jobs right.
Where the real stinkers get cracked.
She's already doing the objective posts and everything. She's a natural.
Quite so, Detective Constable Baker. Don't let Deputy Commissioner Chan put you off. I'm sure you'll do very well there. Thank you, Commissioner.
You'll have to work very hard to prove yourself, Baker, considering your performance up to now.
Now, I know I did particularly badly on my exams.
So she's obviously getting assigned to the part where where they can't solve any cases, so they send the person who failed exams to. These guys know how to
very intelligent, very
unrun
smart.
let's just say business.
Just because I had a bad Balti the night before. Don't worry, DC Baker.
That is very whiskey core.
Indeed.
I can see Whiskey wearing that outfit.
Yeah, I could too. I've put you with a very special inspector. He won't let you put a foot wrong. And there's not an officer in the force who can match his towers of deduction.
Well, also that dude's outfit looks like he looks like Colonel Sanders mixed with like a Final Fantasy XIV character.
I look forward to seeing that drawing. He does, though.
He reminds me of like Mandible's, what's his name? Like the goofy dude who does quests in 14 that people talk about. He looks like that dude's dad. I don't know what his name was. It was French. Manderville. Yeah, he looks like Manderville's dad.
Really? I'll be working with someone that good, then?
That was,
I think it's
no, it wasn't. The other guy hasn't spoken for some reason. Yeah, it was the purple dude. Purple guy.
I got. Okay, we're not doing that. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll read this voice too. Oh, yes, he's exceptional. In fact, I doubt there's a mystery he couldn't solve if he put his mind to it. That's grand. I'll get cracking then and introduce myself straight away.
Oh, Mixo's also here. With the FNAF reference immediately. Are you sure about this, Commissioner? He's so unstable. You guys are on a real tight ship here, wow. You put the person who failed all her exams and with the dude who's mentally unstable in the one office where you put all your hardest cases?
Yes, all of the cases will get solved. You just have to have faith. For all his faults, I still believe in Alfendi Layton.
I believe in Alfendi Layton sounds like a early 90s romance movie.
It kind of does.
OMG, we're done.
Wow, that was the easiest case ever.
Okay,
Bravo,
guys, end of the stream. Bye.
The hand sandwich. The hand sandwich.
Congestion. Hand sandwich. Oh. Dude, I love Knuckle Sandwich. My favorite RPG.
Let's go. I'm dead sorry I'm late. I'm the new... Oh, where is everyone? Well, seeing as I've got the place to myself, I might as well have a practice. Ahem! The true culprit of this crime is you!
His name was in red. An unlikely deduction, I must say.
Oh! No! I'm...
Who are you?
Lucy. I mean, Baker. Lucy Baker. I've just been assigned to this office.
Get it? Because Baker Street? Epic
Hey.
Holmes reference.
Hey!
So I've heard good things about Knuckle Sandwich, I think, Mixon.
I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't really checked it out beyond.
I just honestly thought it got cancelled. Or something, because it's been in development for so long.
Really?
Yeah, it's been in development for years, and I hadn't heard anything about it because it just went silent, and then it just like came out a couple weeks ago, and I was like, wait,
It's like, oh,
people have
now,
been
by the
working
way,
on that?
game. By the way, remember this game? Oh yeah, it's out now. Oh, okay.
Because like the original demo for it came out like so long ago.
Dang.
Yes, I do seem to recall reading some memo about a new assistant the other day. I suppose pockets full of newspapers.
That's me. Pleased to meet you. I don't think I caught your name.
Oh yeah, sorry, I haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Alfendi Layton, Inspector Layton around here. Looks like Professor Sycamore. Please don't feel obliged to stick to formalities when you address me.
Oh, well then, seeing as you'll be showing me the ropes and whatnot, how about I call you Prof?
I'm not entirely sure that's appropriate. Certainly my father, who is an actual university professor, would not approve.
Well, you did say there's no need to stick to formalities, didn't you? Prof it is then.
Just bear in mind that I haven't yet decided this will be a permanent position for you or not.
Eh?
A rather interesting new case has just cropped up as it happens. Just now, I killed someone. Perfect opportunity to prove yourself. I'll be discussing your murder.
And that's how I got started working with the Prof. This first case, we're at a hotel in a popular seaside town. A young lass was killed on the balcony of her room. There were 3 suspects. I thought the lot of them were dead sus, to be honest. Oh my gosh, Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us in real life? And the key to solving the whole thing were in that sandwich.
Dude, they predicted it. In 2013, they were using the lingo.
This will be Among Us in 2013.
Let me talk you through the case. It happened just a few days ago at a hotel in a very busy holiday resort. Holiday Inn.
Eeh, that's a swanky looking place.
Yes, it's a 5-star hotel with a wonderful sea view. I know, because I killed someone there last week. But unfortunately, on this occasion, it was also the scene of a murder.
Oh, a murder, eh?
Yes, the victim was a woman by the name of Sandy Aldwich. They do the Ace Attorney thing.
They really did her dirty here.
Murder on holiday with love. Imagine your name being Sandy Aldwich. I'd hate my parents. Bro, change your name. You can do it, it's legal. Murdered while on holiday with lover, a well-off and well-to-do young woman whose immaculate appearance behind belied a checkered history with the opposite sex. Though she has stayed at the hotel alone on several prior occasions, this time was with her lover. On the afternoon in question, Miss Aldwich contacted room service to order a sandwich.
Oh my gosh!
It was the bellboy, a Mr. Zach Carriere, puns, who ordered the room. He's the first suspect. At Miss Aldwich's request, he took it out to her on the terrace. Terrace. I keep hearing there's no N. After Carriere left the room, a man claiming to be Miss Aldwich's lover showed up.
Claiming to be?
Yes, this is where it gets a little complicated. See, the man who turned up at the hotel that day stubbornly refuses to identify himself.
Sounds pretty guilty if you ask me.
He let himself in using a key card that she'd sent him.
So he never saw or spoke to the victim in the room, then?
Racial profiling? Hera. The first guy was Caucasian.
Yeah.
If you believe his statement, yes, that's what he's saying. Anyone could be a suspect.
I don't know. Withholding his identity? That's dead fishy.
I can't believe Lucy Baker's a problematic cop. Which, I mean, all cops are, but... Yes, anyway, let me tell you the rest. The supposed lover of Aldwych has put the sign that please make up my room sign on the handle as he left. That brings us to the next I'm having a stroke. This brings us to the next suspect, a hotel cleaner who saw the sign and went in to clean the room. Her name is Vera Wipowski. I'm assuming they're going for a wiping joke here, but I think that W would be pronounced as a V. Her name is Vera Wipowski, so I'm just gonna do a V. She started to clean the room as normal. At some point, she drew the closed curtains back and noticed that Aldwych was outside on the terrace. Seeing her slumped over the table, it seems Wipowski thought that Aldwych had just fallen asleep, but sadly that wasn't the case. She choked. She'd been strangled to death.
The sandwich was too big.
Sandwich too big.
Yeah. She got strangled by the sandwich.
And she lay there with one hand inside the sandwich she'd ordered.
Eh? A hand sandwich?
Biff Stroganoff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, it reminds me of Punch-Out names. I guess it's
like
Ace Attorney, but...
I like the photograph here of the maid who just found the body. She's like, ah!
Big sheet sandwich too big.
Sandwich was too big! It killed her!
Yes, Aldwich's hand was sandwiched between the two slices of bread along with other fillings. She ate sandwich and lied.
Whatever could that mean?
Sandwich too big for her goddamn head. If you manage to work that out, you'll pass my test. Oh, you figured it out already?
Oh.
What a smart ass.
Alright. What in the tarnation is this death?
Sandwich too big.
Oh, well, I'll do my best.
Good. Right, well, let's see what we have on the sussies so far. Specs.
Okay, I'm all ears.
It was blue. As I've said, we're looking at 3 possible suspects. Firstly, the mystery man who claims to have been the victim's lover. No ID, but claims to be the victim's lover. Man present at the hotel on the day of the murder. He says he's Aldwich's lover, but that remains to be proved. Rude yet well presented. He does admit to having been in the room at around the time of the murder. However, he claims he never saw or spoke to her.
Huh. So do you think she was somewhere else then?
Either that or she was on the terrace and simply didn't notice. He simply didn't notice, PT2. Seems the curtains were closed when he came into the room. I've already confirmed that it's impossible to see anything on the terrace with the curtains shut. As he murdered her.
Still, you think he'd figure it out. I mean, you know, wouldn't you? If you were lovers. And he won't tell us his name. Come on. Do we really have to look any further? It were him.
Let's just move on to the next the next suspect, shall we, before making any rash judgments. So the bellboy, Zach Carriere, he's the one who brought the sandwich the victim had ordered to her room.
And this Kara fellow, he saw Aldwych when she was still alive, didn't he?
If you believe his statement, then yes, he's the last person to have seen the victim alive.
I'd say that's worth double checking then, eh?
Inefficient and diligent worker, well trusted by his employees. In truth, he is a clean freak and a narcissist. How do you know that? But yeah, what a description to give your worker. And imagine like that's on his file there.
He'd be like the guy that doesn't actually work, but occasionally just it takes like forever with your food. And
finally, the last suspect is a cleaner, Vera Vipovsky. Hotel cleaner and mother of 10, considered by all who know her to be an absolute rock. However, she worries that her husband may have an affair while working away. She saw the service request sign on the door and entered the room to clean it, then discovered the body.
The one who discovered the body, eh? Fishy.
Lucy just thinks everyone did it.
Yeah.
And that's everyone who's under suspicion.
Tab, check files at the top.
Yeah. The most intriguing thing about this case, of course, is why Aldwich's hand ended up in her sandwich. I kind of forgot about that.
Oh. Yeah, that is an important.
Imagine it wasn't a murder, it's just, why did she put her hand in her sandwich?
Hey, that Sarnie's a right brain teaser, no mistake.
The writing obviously couldn't have just happened by chance, it clearly has some meaning.
Okay, I'll follow you. I'll be sure to have a good look into the sandwich. Just the sandwich.
Execute.
Execute it.
So now you have all the information. Who do you think the culprit is?
Just off the top of my head, you mean? Hadn't I better take a look at the crime scene and all that stuff first?
The crime scene's available for your inspection just over there in the next room.
Over there? How do you mean?
Have a look.
Crime scene reconstruction.
Oh my god, they turned her into a low poly model.
Why, Prof! What's this?
This is the reconstruction device. It faithfully reproduces any crime scene right down to the minutiae. It completely eliminates any need to leave the office and travel to the real scene of the crime.
Wow.
Couldn't it just be described as him making models or something?
Yeah.
Since he already said he knew what happened, according to
I
him.
had no idea modern policing was so advanced.
Why we give it to our detective agency in the back we don't fund.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you won't find a machine like this anywhere else. It's one of a kind. So shall we get down to the actual investigation business now?
Beneficial.
I'm expecting a visitor soon, so I'll limit you to 5 minutes, I think.
5 minutes? What? Just 5 minutes?
Don't worry, Lucy. That's plenty of time to make a hot pocket. I'm well aware it's hard for you to determine the culprit based on your current knowledge of the case. Why don't you tell me what your gut instinct is, first of all? Who do you feel like the criminal is? Dude, it's a real police work here. Who do you feel like is the criminal? Listening to your hunches, please. Listening to your hunches is a vital part of the process. After that, we'll start making some deductions.
Understood, Prof.
Tap and slide left or right across the screen to rotate the view. Yeah, okay.
Zoom in on particular points of interest by tapping inside areas.
Then name
Say
the
right,
culprit.
you think you committed a crime. Name the culprit. Okay.
She didn't even get to eat bread. No, she didn't even get to eat bread.
No.
He was born without a mouth.
Yes.
Bro, that is sad. No sandwich.
So sad.
It's her first sandwich too.
Well, Once the timer hits 0, you must stop investigating the crime scene. You must stop!
Use the menu icon. Sure, okay.
Okay.
Whoops. Okay, so I learned what
No,
that
we don't
button
want to
does.
exit the game! We just got through all that dialogue. Okay,
so I'm gonna have to use my fingers for this part, because that's the only way we can pan.
Yeah. Probably the body first.
There's a white marker on everything you can examine. Tap the marker. Okay. Once you examine everything with the white marker, you'll see a tick. By sliding the camera marker, you can zoom in and out.
Interesting.
So what do you want to look at?
Okay. Let's go for the corpse, first of all. Enter into
The
evidence.
dead body of Sandy Aldwych. The cause of death is posterior strangulation with a long, thin, strap-like object.
Okay, interesting.
Check
What
the
about the
sandwich. Yeah. An extremely full double fish sandwich, one of the hotel's popular specialties. Not a single bite has been taken from her, however. This is tragic. It's not that she didn't even get to eat it, she just...
Dang it. Now no one else can eat the sandwich. Fruit juice.
I actually pressed fish.
That works!
I mean, we'll probably have to look at everything before the time's up.
Oh, part of it was removed from the sandwich. Interesting.
Well, it is a fish sandwich, and she moved... She replaced the fish with her
And
hand.
there are two fish. I think the other one's salmon, but I don't think that's important. Tropical fish juice.
Could be.
Fish juice! I just say a glass of juice.
You just say alcohol, gang. It's fine.
I mean, Carrier's sandwich.
You didn't even get to drink her tropical fruit
man.
juice. Carrier's from table.
That table.
It was a fish juice as fruit juice.
There's nothing on the table. Okay, good to know.
Oh yes, her tropical fish juice. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much... Oh wait, there's something underneath. There...
Receipt.
Receipt! A copy of a receipt for the sandwich and juice. It's signed Bosco Phelps, but the handwriting is Aldwich's. Huh?
That's
Probably
the name of that dude.
Could be. Bosco Phelps.
Because he's the only guy who doesn't have a name.
Okay, so we got everything there. Maybe try the plant.
Yeah.
I feel like I have an idea who did it, but I don't really want to say anything yet.
Potted plant because the area something of a Mediterranean field. Field the leaves are feeling. Whatever.
Mediterranean field.
Zoom that sucker in. It's a tie.
Oh, that must be Bosco's. or it's Dax. Either way.
High quality tie made of silk. It's crumpled and creased, showing signs of having been pulled very tightly.
Oh, that must be the strangle object.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems so.
Like
Link's calling out things earlier.
Yeah. I'm just trying.
This is a hired private eye. How do you think we got these hats?
Exactly. They don't call me Private Eye Raccoon for nothing. They don't call me that in general.
Private's his middle name.
Yes.
A deck chair designed for lounging. It reclines and is fully adjustable. That seems very important. Thanks.
Yeah.
Zoom
Maybe
in.
there's gotta be something.
Curtains.
Oh, more things. Curtains. Blacked out curtains that block all daylight. When they are closed, it's impossible to see onto the terrace from within the room. Convenient.
Truly.
French window. Oh. A large, full-height window that offers an uninterrupted view of the coastline. It was unlocked at the time and has Aldwich's, Carrier's, and Wipowski's prints on it. Interesting.
And they're the only people that would have been using the door, I guess.
Besides
Love the
Guy
coast.
Bosco, but...
I love the void.
Okay, have we gotten everything? I feel like we have.
I mean,
We got the receipt underneath the table. We got everything. I think
missing
the check mark just means we found everything, unless we're just missing something.
I think it does.
Okay. That really doesn't feel like a whole lot
So,
of
do you think we should name the culprit now?
I don't know. Like...
Because we're gonna have to. Do you have an idea of who it could be?
I have a strange theory, and I don't really want to call out the storyline just yet, but I feel like it was Wipowski, because her husband, which is the guy who is not named,
Wait, we should really save that for the name to culprit.
an affair with Sandy Aldovich, which I don't know if that's the case because there's still a tie. So let's hear who thinks most suspicious.
That makes sense.
It could be her, because she's worried about her husband having an affair, and if her husband turns out to be the unnamed guy,
yeah,
then that would make a whole lot of sense.
It also is convenient that the guy left a like clean the room thing in there, which means there could have been, you know, activities in the bedroom before she got there. Which could be where the tie came from.
Yeah, it could be where the guy, because if you notice on the card over there, if you just slide back over, that guy is wearing a tie.
Yeah, so either not his tie or it was replaced.
Either that's either he replaced the tie, but then again, I'm gonna say that.
I see. And what's your reasoning? And what does Lucy say?
Because she were the one who discovered the body.
That's it.
Oh, the one who discovered the body is always your prime suspect. First year detective school, that.
Says the person who failed the exams at detective school.
Exactly.
A very sound principle, I'm sure, but there's no real evidence to prove it as such.
But we're gonna bring in the witnesses for questioning, right? Do you have a better idea then, Prof? You think you know who did it?
Oh yes, certainly. I'm the main character. According to my deductions, I'm...
Guilty.
Guilty. I am the one who did it. 97.6% sure of the killer's identity.
You only worked to 1 decimal place? I'm shocked.
The fact is, this is an unusually simple case. Almost like a tutorial or something. I've been able to ascertain almost exactly what happened on the day of the incident. Nevertheless, there's a 2.5% window of uncertainty which cannot be ignored.
Because of the helpful fellow that won't tell us his name, is it?
Naturally, that's one area of uncertainty, yes.
So we're the nameless wonder after all, eh?
She is very quick to just criminalize everybody.
Exactly. Everyone's guilty.
She's perfect.
See, actually, everyone worked together for the murder.
Could be.
There's been alarm bells ringing in my head ever since you said you were claiming to be the lass's boyfriend. Yet you still said Vera Wipowski. Aye, this were a crime of passion.
Ooh. Teleportation. Teleports behind you.
Slide along.
What? Who said anything about a crime of passion? Come again? What? Fool. We gotta defeat him with facts and logic?
It's him! The killer!
Jesus, Lucy. Killer, you better not be calling me a killer, lady. What the heck?
I'm so...
Lander. Sorry, Lucy, I neglected to tell you. I was interviewing this man earlier.
Oh, right.
We had hot pockets.
Why is he attacking me with arrows with text boxes?
I don't know, he's trying to destroy you with facts and logic, I guess.
Probably.
What's your problem with me, huh? What have I done wrong?
Well, Mr. Oh, that's right, we don't know your name.
Or your pronouns.
Withholding information, that's what you've done wrong. You've got something that you want to hide.
If you haven't gotten the brains to see what I am doing this, I feel sorry for you. I pity the fool. Okay, game. I mean, he does look kind of Mr. T-like. Mr. T adjacent. Danganronpa.
Oh, Danganronpa. Oh, that would be a collab.
That would be wild. I would consider it.
Same.
Now, let's all try to remain calm, shall we? This is all conjecture. No one's making any accusations. Besides Lucy, who's done it like 3 times already. Perhaps if you could explain why you feel the need to withhold your identity? Okay, sure. I refuse to tell you who I am, but I swear I've done absolutely nothing to break the law. I can't have my name printed in connection with this kind of thing. I've got my business to think about. Oh, so he's evil. I see, so you run a business.
Oh no, a
I
business
might
owner.
do.
Kill.
CEO eliminate on site. And you're worried about possible bad publicity if you reveal your identity, is that right? Implicated bad press. You got it in one, officer. Look, I've told you everything I know about what happened that day, where I was, who I saw. Until my lawyer shows up, I'm not obliged to tell anything more. I see, that's fine. We do understand. You're free to go then.
Okay. You're just gonna let him waltz out of here? You can't hold.
Yes.
Interrogate? Yes.
We have another appointment now anyway. Ugh, what is that smell? It's an aftershave again. I don't know why you're making such a fuss about me. Haven't you got the guy who did it already? Oh, good luck, Hera. What is Eureka though? 14 Eureka? Is that like an event going on?
Alright. Have good eureking.
Good luck, please wreck everyone. Actually, we might... Stormblood stuff.
Stormblood, oh, gotcha.
I need to get past Heaven's Word. I need to... Actually, we have yet to make a firm decision on that. But I'm good to go, right?
Just don't go too far. Not until we've got this mess sorted.
Be around. Does anyone ever type it like that? I guess it was 2013. Maybe people typed like that.
This will be texting in 2013.
I won't try to run, if that's what you mean. Once my lawyer's on hand, I'll answer all your questions. Bring it on.
Oh, he's so full of himself. I'm gonna find some on you, well, my words.
She's just like a real police officer. Well, she's gonna just forge evidence. Great.
Forge all of the evidence.
Well, first we have another interview to conduct with someone else. I believe he's already waiting outside. Our fourth suspect, Mr. Zach Carrier, isn't it?
Oui, that is my name. May I ask what all this is in aid of?
Oh boy, French people. As the last person to have seen the victim alive, we were hoping you'd be able to assist us with our enquiries. Is that different than an inquiry? I've never seen it spelled like that.
E-inquiry.
Oh,
Inquiries?
that's my reaction too. Yes, we're investigating the young woman's death, and we'd like you to fill in a few gaps for us. Mainly is, did you do it?
Oui, bon. If this is all you're asking, I am happy to try to help you. As it happens, I am a great fan of crime fiction. I have many things to say about this case, Inspector. Well, we'll look forward to hearing your opinions, Mr. Carrier.
He likes crime fiction.
Yeah. For example, something Vera, the cleaner, told me. It is very strange. It is about this sandwich.
It's a Stasius pose.
Yes.
The sandwich.
Oh, aye. The hand sandwich, eh? There were a piece of fried fish just next to it that caught my eye. Very sus, if you ask me. Among Us! You have noticed? Bravo, mademoiselle. You are a detective par excellence.
Sorry to disturb your Agatha Christie convention, but I'd like to start by investigating the corpse. Wow.
Bro really just brought up Poirot in this.
If we can establish how Miss Aldrich died, we can learn something about the sandwich mystery in the process.
Of course. This is elementary detective work. N'est-ce pas, Inspector? That was probably terrible.
I don't know.
Grand idea, Prof.
French seems like a language that was just made up as they went along.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, I guess when you think about it, that's pretty much how every language develops.
Yeah.
But they especially just went wild with the vowels.
And then boom. Done.
So, Lucy, let's get this investigation underway.
Right you are.
Little poly time? Deduction time.
Deductions. What's all this then?
Well, these are the issues we need to resolve in order to discover the truth behind the case. Pick whichever one you think you'd like to tackle, and we'll start investigating it.
Right you are, Prof.
These memos list key issues about the... Yeah, okay, just tap the thingy. I see. We need to do some general investigating to a crime scene. I guess that's to, like, go back to the 3D view.
Yeah, maybe.
First, examine the body. We'll see if we can establish a cause of death. I'll get on it right away. Oh. Whoops.
Stop
I just start reading.
Yeah? Of course I want to investigate.
Okay, so that goes back to the other thing. Investigate the body.
Investigate the body. Interesting.
No time limit this time.
Thank goodness.
Okay. This is the body. The dead body is Sandy Aldrich.
Yeah. Wait, we already did this. Why is it?
So,
Okay. So, this is Miss Aldrich's body.
that looks like posterior strangulation. You're familiar with the terminology, are you, Lucy? You know what posterior strangulation is. What is posterior strangulation? Squeezing someone's bottom.
Yeah, it's so you strangle their, you know, posterior, so they can't, you know... No, it's a throttling from behind.
Like a car.
Exactly! Aye, posterior strangulation means someone wrung her neck from behind.
Precisely. That was an easy one. I'm just patronizing you. Sadly, not all the problems we tackle here are such simple answers.
Perfect. No, I'm sure.
If you're ever up against a brick wall, you might appreciate a hint or two about the evidence. Oh, I thought there was gonna be hint coins for a second, like an actual Professor Layton game, which I completely forgot this was even supposed to be Layton related. Just tap the hint icon next to the evidence in question and they're fact-finding in the menu. That's why they say it's crazy.
Oh, thanks for that, Prof. I'll bear in mind.
Did they just break the fourth wall? This is just like Undertale.
Menu, fact-finding, then tap the hint icon. Got it.
This is a Layton game. Yeah.
Yes. This is a Layton game.
Really, the only thing Layton about it, though, is the art style so far. I mean, it's kind of a Layton game.
Murder weapon, huh?
It's a Layton spinoff that they did in 2013 one time and didn't ever do again.
Yeah.
It is smartphone only.
They were just like, let's put out a Layton game for smartphone.
Yeah, I mean, but it's also Ace Attorney, kinda.
Kinda?
I don't know, it's not really a Layton game, it's just Ace Attorney, but level 5 did it, and then they're like, it's Layton, I guess, because that's our blend property people care about.
Didn't Layton and Ace Attorney have a collab, though?
I think so, but wasn't that like 2014?
I don't know.
Because I think this came out before then, because it would be weird if it didn't.
Yeah. Just a little bit peculiar.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Carrier. Yes, according to the report, they did find the murder weapon at the scene. See if you can have it too, shall we, Lucy? The murder weapon. Red text.
The murder weapon. No problem. questioning session over.
So I think we already know where that's gonna be.
Yeah.
What happens if we
Already
click
know.
this?
Was strangled. Carrier seems quite happy to help us with our investigations.
He might have an ulterior motive. Just be careful he doesn't trick you.
We already know where the matter is.
An examination of the body shows that Miss Aldrich was strangled with a long, thin, strap-like item. Like your arms. Why are they so thin? The murder weapon should be on the scene somewhere, so that's what you're looking for.
I'll find it, Prof. Don't you worry. Obviously, we want to start investigating. The murder weapon is underneath the pot. Or it's in the tree.
Yeah, it's gotta be the tie. Not the fish.
This is the weapon. Yeah, the fish is not long, thin, and strap-like.
Oh.
Oh, there's a heart. You know what that means? Fish.
I love that.
Yes. If the weapon were actually the fish, then that would have been funny. But
I like TF2.
yeah. I found a tie here. Look.
Yes, which would be consistent with the marks left on Miss Aldwich's neck.
So this is it then. We found the murder weapon.
That
cravat. Oh? Do you know something about this tie, Mr. Carrier? Oui, it is the cravat of the lover of Mademoiselle Aldrich. I believe his name is Monsieur Phelps. Oui, Bosco Phelps.
Well, that confirms that.
Bayek, you know his name? Oui. I was something of a confidant to Mademoiselle Aldrich at times.
There's two people that were dating her. I mean, not really. He's like an ex, but...
She told me his violence had become too much for her again and on this vacation. The hotel was a refuge.
Despite him also staying there, I think.
He's getting a little frustrated. Give over! I apologize for not saying this before, but I'm not comfortable to speak of the private matters of the clientele.
After I just gave you information that would be very convenient.
Now, I wish I'd been so highly principled and perhaps a life could have been saved.
Oh, what a tragic hero you are.
We best call Phelps back in, eh, Professor? With this new info.
Perhaps. Let me just mull it over for a while. 5 minutes. First, we should tackle this case's biggest mystery.
Ooh, it's the hand sandwich?
Yes. Bosco Phelps. Man present at the hotel. Now known to be Aldwich's lover. He has violent tendencies, it seems rude but well presented. But I had no idea Sandy was out on the terrace. How could I? The curtains were drawn shut. Actually, when I entered the room, there was a strong smell of scent. It wasn't Sandy's perfume, it was the aftershave that bellboy I passed in the corridor wears. I left the room and hung the "Please make up my room" sign on the handle as I went. It was an absolute pigsty in there.
Hand sandwich.
The victim's body was found with her hand thrust among the ingredients of the sandwich she had ordered.
Thrust. Dead fishy, that. This is of vital importance.
Let's examine the sandwich first and foremost. Then we'll try to establish what her hand being inside it is telling us.
She was very lousy at picking up things. That's what it tells us.
It's tragic.
Very.
Sandwich too big for her goddamn hand. Investigate that sandwich.
Investigate it. This is the sarnie in question. Sarnie? Okay. With the Mademoiselle's hand inside.
An intriguing scene indeed.
Perhaps there's some kind of dying message, non? As I said in my statement, Mademoiselle Aldrich shared my crime for passion fiction. Wait, no, I didn't.
Crime for passion fiction.
I mixed up.
That's funny.
My crime for passion fiction. Committed a crime over it, that's why you're here now. The idea of the murder victim leaving a dying message would have been strange to her. Would not have been strange to her. Yeah. You mean, like some sort of clue to the killer's identity? Yee! How exciting!
A message. That's an interesting idea. I'll just adjust things so you can examine the sandwich in more detail. Excuse me a moment. There, now you'll be able to have a more thorough look at it. So you're ready to examine the sandwich again? Whenever they do color text, I'm just imagining they just out loud speak in like CSS or something.
The sandwich! Again.
They're like, what's it? Right bracket, color, red, close bracket, sandwich, open bracket, / color, close bracket.
Yeah. Aye, let's get stuck in. What?
I don't know. She was born
Dialogue.
Scottish.
New? New? There is new? Investigate the sandwich in detail. Oh. Gotta zoom in. Oh my gosh, literally every single ingredient. That's
Everything is suspect.
pineapple, egg, pickles, smoked salmon, and lead. Honestly,
You put
I'd eat
pineapple, eggs, and
I'd eat
fish
that.
on your sandwich? And I'd try
Honestly,
it.
pineapple. Well, mixed with the salmon, that could actually be a really good combination.
Crust,
Like,
no crust bread. You got them
I will have to
uncrustables.
try this at some point. This actually sounds pretty fun.
Let's go down the
Sounds
list.
like a pretty good sandwich. Hand.
The victim's left hand. Placed inside the sandwich with the other fillings, it reeks of pickles.
Oh, rip.
What a way to go. A number of thinly sliced pickles. They have a unique smell and flavor that is an acquired taste. Egg. A number of slices of hard-boiled egg. The yolk is firm from the egg having been boiled for a sufficiently long time.
Wow.
Salted and smoked slices. I don't know what this is telling me. This is going to like, there's food here.
It's just
Cut
going to
very thinly. There are a few slices in this sandwich, add to the overall volume.
lettuce.
So much shredded lettuce that it is spilling out of the sandwich. Exposure
can't
to the
tell
air
that.
is starting to turn the leaves brown.
I can't tell that though.
Extremely sweet tinned pineapple.
They don't have anything else to say about it. It's just an
Tinned
extremely
pineapple.
sweet tinned pineapple. They were struggling there with the adjectives, you can tell.
So you've had a look over it now.
I thought I have. But what is the reason for Ren to be put in the sandwich? Or Ren to be put in the sandwich? I wonder if it's not why her hand is in there, but where her hand is in there. If you see what I mean. Dressing response. Apart from her hand, it is a sandwich of pickles, egg.
Yes, but let's take another tack. What's that mean? Can you think of what Miss Aldrich might have been trying to convey in this dying message of hers? A bit presumptuous to assume this even was a
Yeah,
message, and not just her
I
taking the
think-
fish out, but we'll go with it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Sure. Sure.
What was she trying to convey with her dying message?
Hmm.
I think that just
Right,
goes back to the evidence. Oh wait, can
Yeah.
what do you think?
If it was... Okay. So
We can
we're
take another
saying
look
that-
if you want.
It depends. Okay, so obviously the hand is replacing the fried fillet. Because the fried fillet is missing from the sandwich. That's what's outside of the sandwich there. She took the fried fillet out. The fried fish.
It's covered with
White
pickle juice, so
fish.
seems her hands replacing the fish.
Yeah, okay. So, is the hand on top of the pickles and between the bread?
It's below the pickles. Yeah, the pickles are on top.
Okay. So you've had a look over now. I that have.
They're just going over the same thing.
I'm really not sure. If it's the name, Bosco Phelps. No.
I mean,
Don't think it could be the name. Hairstyle.
don't know how hairstyle.
Hairstyle, maybe
Very
not.
pickly hairstyle.
How do you have a
Name
pickly
would be. I think the other thing was like color of something.
If it was color,
Was it
color
color?
up here, unless I. So look over now. I have blah 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 blah.
No, not.
Build. It's the build and the job.
I mean, none of these actually seem helpful besides the name.
I'm gonna just say job. Just yellow it. Wrong. Okay. No, I do not think this can be the answer.
Use your eyes.
Well, let me think again then. Boy, mon chéri, that would be for the best. Okay.
I mean, if it's name,
we'll just
I guess
hand
acronyms.
Egg.
P. Well, it depends on
Wait.
if the.
Wait, Bosco Phelps. Bread, pickles.
Well,
A.
The names. Oh, wait, okay. No, you can spell it if you ignore Aldwych, which.
Well, okay, if the hand is underneath the pickles, then what's the order of the sandwich?
Then
Bread,
if
pickles, hand.
you. Well, that's already
Is this a very odd
PH.
assumption? Yes.
PHE. Then lettuce is under the egg.
Yeah,
And there's
BPH. Okay, it's the name. It's the name then.
B Phelps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it's just like the first initial, I guess.
B Phelps.
Name.
Right. Oh, there we go.
And why do you think that?
Okay. The sandwich filling order.
Colors is spelled European.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Layton game.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's why Inquiry was spelled like that.
I've got it. Bayak. She's spelling out the killer's name with the filling of her sani.
Filled with meaning.
Filled with meaning. Of course. The first letter of each of the ingredients. Magnifique. Now, magnifique. First we have pickles, then her hand, egg, lettuce, pineapple, and finally smoked salmon.
Welcome to Cooking with Bobbish. We're making the murder sandwich for Layton Brothers.
Honestly, I would make the sandwich.
So we do. Whose name does that spell out then? Zach.
Oops. Obviously, it's Vera Wipowski. No. No, it's
Randy
not.
Aldwych.
She killed herself with her own tie. Which I'm not even sure how you could do that.
Nope.
I've never had to read a Sani before, but this one spells out P-H-E-L-P-S. She were trying to tell us that her boyfriend fought Bosco's Phelps. No question.
Crucial
Oh,
first
no,
letter is P.
we're gonna go through all the ingredients, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all the ingredients. Okay. Tap, 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 tap.
I had to wait for the animation to finish
tap,
before I
tap.
could.
Update, 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 update. Hey, that doesn't take half a long time updating the files like that.
Yes, I know. But you'll find a lot of extremely relevant information in the uploaded files. Don't overlook it.
I hear you, Prof. It seems we have identified the killer. Bosco Phelps is guilty of murder. You must arrest this violent criminal at once! Don't you worry.
Well, it seems we've reached a conclusion then. Thank you
Have we,
very much for your assistance, Mr. Carrier.
Are we really, though?
I don't know.
It's a little bit...
Convenient.
In the words. Yeah, in the words of Lucy, sus.
Because if you're being strangled, I don't think your first instinct is to slam your hand in your sandwich.
Yeah. It is my pleasure. I like to see it to help to see that justice is done. Aye, thank very much. Do not hesitate to contact me if there is anything else I can do.
I assure you we'll be in touch.
Questioning session over.
So we know who the culprit is now, correct?
All sorted.
Okay, well, let's just make sure we're on the same wavelength before we move on, shall we? Who do you think killed Aldwych, Lucy?
I still think it was Vera, to be honest.
Really?
That's the one. That's the one
Okay.
that you wouldn't think, because like Phelps really spelling out the name like that—that is a little bit suspicious.
That's true, I don't buy that.
Worries that her husband may have an affair while working away. See,
She
that's the evidence that
did-
makes me think that Bosco is actually her husband. I'm really thinking that.
And she was also
I
the last
don't-
person on the terrace, at least, I guess. So she could have done the sandwich thing.
Exactly. I still think it was her, but I don't know. Well, it were Wipovsky, of course.
Really? After all the investigation we've done so far, then what leads you to that conclusion?
No one ever mentions her, that's why. She's under the radar, and that makes me not trust her.
I admire your lateral thinking, Lucy. It's quite sensational. But Wipovsky's innocent.
I knew it. I just wavered for a moment before.
Lucy. So take some
Okay,
time, have
well-
another think about it, and then give me your answer again. Who killed Aldwych?
Okay, it must have been Zach, then. Because, like... Why would the killer take the time to make the thing?
Yeah.
It were Carrier, wasn't it?
No, yes it was. No one else could have done it. You only have to look at the heavily contrived dying message to see it.
Aye, it were a bit too good to be true, eh?
You did realize that, didn't you?
Yes, of course I realized. I'm a detective par excellence, I'll have you know.
She's trying her best. Okay then.
Exactly.
Well, let's examine this elaborate dying message a bit more.
I agree, we probably should.
This so-called dying message that names Phelps as the culprit. Clearly a fake, concocted by someone who did not know the man very well at all.
You mean like Carrier, you mean?
Yes, there's enough evidence on the scene to support that theory. This game theory.
I suppose you're expecting me to find it, are you?
Welcome to crime theory.
Where today we're going to be solving the murder of Sandy Aldrich.
Was it purple guy? An excellent deduction. Get to work then.
I gotta do that again. Investigating again.
Proof. Well, I already have a good idea.
Proof the message is
So
fake.
I did notice this. Because the receipt is the only place where his name was written down. It's spelled
The
different.
handwriting is Aldrich's. Ooh. Ooh. This is it! Aye, this receipt's a dead giveaway. It clearly shows the dying message couldn't have been left by Aldrich.
That's right, I'm glad you spotted it. Just so we're clear, what is it about the receipt that exposes the dying message as a fake?
Well, the spelling of the name.
Yeah, obviously.
The receipt's been signed by Aldrich, but she's forged her fellow's name and written Bosco Phelps. But going from the Sarnie message, the spelling's Phelps. So he got the spelling wrong. It's spelled with an F, not a PH.
You had the thing where you type your name into the Microsoft Word and it gives the red squiggle. Precisely. And since the receipt was signed by Aldrich, the man's lover, we can be confident that the spelling's correct.
Which proves that the dying message and sandwich weren't Aldrich's work at all.
That's right. How would she have done that? She's... In the interest of being thorough, could you verify the correct spelling with the man himself? I'm sure if you'll explain why it's so important, he'll cooperate with you.
Aye, leave it to me, Prof.
Well, he makes hot pockets.
All done. That was quick. We were right. His name's Bosco Phelps, with an F. Once I told him what we were going on, he were actually really helpful.
Some water. Import
37
exporter. Oh, now just updating his name on everything.
Yes.
He did smell that perfume. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Good, so our deductions were correct.
It's in the bag then, eh? It was accurate. No question.
Oh my goodness. All over the place. Almost no question, but we've yet to find some truly decisive evidence.
What we need to focus on now is finding evidence that he was the one who actually killed her. I'm really not certain.
The mistake.
The mistake? Well, obviously it was the spelling error.
Yeah. But I guess we need evidence more than that.
Evidence that Carrier committed the crime? I don't know where to start, really.
Well, the sandwich is the most glaring contender.
Right. That were to create something that looked like a dying message, weren't it?
If you want to incriminate Phelps, there's a somewhat more obvious message, wouldn't you say?
Oh, now I think I'm starting to see where you're driving at.
Good, the evidence is all right there. Evidence that shows why he had to put Aldrich's hand in the sandwich.
No, sorry, Prof, you've lost me again.
I think you get it. Okay, well, you've had a good look around the crime scene, so let's turn our attention to the statements. Is there a particular statement that makes you stop and think? I mean, it has to be the perfume one, right?
It's an aftershave. The bellboy I passed in the
Oh,
corridor.
wait, no, it's because the pickles, the perfume, and then they kept talking about how everything smelled like pickles. He probably had to put the hand in there to make it smell like pickles, because everyone keeps talking about his perfume.
Yeah.
That's my idea. I would do that one. So I kept saying, I was like, oh, it reeks of pickles,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like, strong scent coming from this dude.
Exactly.
Well, all this talk about perfume and
Well, perfume and aftershave, and that in the statement seems a bit odd to me. 100%!
wow, that's it,
That's
Lucy.
it, Lucy.
God, it's two people.
Take that!
Yeah, he's doing his objection pose.
Huh? It is?
I'll explain later. Go carry your bag here, would you? Quick as you can.
Consider it done.
We're gonna roast him. Right in front of the
Absolutely
evidence.
roast and toast him.
We now have enough evidence to prove Carrier committed the murder. This time we'll crack him. Oh, this music's hanging.
Ask Carrier to come in.
I like this. The soundtrack this whole game is really good.
It is. I am surprised you have asked me to come here again. You have arrested Phelps by now, I presume. No, we haven't, because Mr. Phelps isn't guilty. The heart cracked. Pardon?
Get it somewhere in the boss's health bar.
Mr. Phelps didn't kill Miss Aldrich. No, the real killer is...
Bosco Phelps.
Obviously. No, we're not doing Gara Wipowski again.
Well, I
As
really
much as
wonder
I'd
what happened.
like
You
to
said
say-
Sandy Aldrich.
Yeah, she just killed herself and put a hand in her sandwich. Her ghost did.
Attacked.
The heart got cracked again. The real killer is you, Mr. Zach Carrier. Mon Dieu! I cannot believe what I am hearing. You've already established that Phelps is the killer, non? Oh, that's yesterday's news. You're the new kid on the block today, and it's going to stick.
What's that mean?
Are you out of your mind? It's a cravata for a lover, the dying message. Everything points to Phelps. Aye, everything points to Mr. Phelps. Because that's how you set it all up.
If Mr. Phelps were truly the culprit, surely he would have gone to greater lengths to hide the murder weapon. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It is literally just right there. He probably
Yes.
would have taken it with him, I guess. It is just a
And then
tie.
got it cleaned.
Yeah. He would just leave it there.
Excuse me, I have strangled a woman with this tie. I'm gonna
Please
it.
clean this.
Yeah.
Please ignore the blood. I mean, I
Please,
guess
yeah,
there's no
just
blood
ignore the
stain, but...
bloodstains.
And there's evidence that proves unequivocally that the author of the dying message was not Miss Aldrich.
Poof. Impossible! If you have the evidence, show it to me. I do not believe you.
Tropical fruit juice. What's the receipt, right?
It is... I think? Yeah.
Well, that's because it has the name different. Getting somewhere.
Heart is cracking. This receipt is the proof! It is a receipt of the room service, non? Exactly! Ha ha ha! It was I who gave this piece of paper to the woman in the first place. What can this possibly prove?
Have a look yourself. You may notice the same Bosco Phelps.
We. And... Ah, none. None! Ah, you've seen it now, haven't you? Phelps is spelled with an F, not a PH.
Forehead.
No
And the signature was penned by Miss Aldrich. Take this,
way.
L. It's hard to imagine she would have got the spelling of her own lover's name wrong. Ooh, big.
Oh, that heart. Oh, that's cracking. My wee. In normal circumstances, you are right, of course. But the sandwich was Miss Aldrich's dying message. That she, as created, will being murdered.
I find that really hard to believe.
Yeah, exactly. In these circumstances, it is no surprise that she has a petite ear. It was in a panic. She was in a panic.
True, that would make perfect sense. No, it wouldn't. You're getting strangled and your first thought is, I'm putting together a sandwich puzzle. Be right back. But if Miss Aldrich was in a panic, then something else she did doesn't make sense at all.
And what is that?
A certain piece of evidence should make everything clear. Lucy, do you know what piece of evidence I'm referring to?
Okay. So we already said the receipt.
Her hand. Oh, it's the fish,
Probably
isn't
the
it?
right fish.
Because it starts with an F.
Exactly.
Which means that he literally would not have had to remove the F unless he just thought it was wrong. It all comes down to the fish again.
Yes. Hit him with it. Ugh. It's this piece of fried fish with pickle juice on it. That means it were in the sandwich originally, either just above or just below the pickles. I'm sure I don't need to point out what the first letter of fried or fish is, do I, Mr. Carrier? None. Anyone who knew the proper spelling of Phelps wouldn't have taken out the fish finger and stuck it in a hand. Stuck in a hand. No, they just have taken out the pickles, leaving Phelps. Oh, and look, no hands. Zoot!
Zoot. Zoot! My favorite game on the SNES. The idea that someone could think to remove some fried fish and put their own hand into a sandwich while be strangled to death is also a little hard to believe. It took you that long to question that entire thing? No, the person who created this had plenty of time, but sadly didn't know the spelling of Phelps. Forehead. Someone rather like you.
None!
Shut up.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Running out of logic. Perhaps it was not Mademoiselle Aldrich who left this dying message. But you have nothing to prove it was me who killed her. Nothing. Why did I decide to go Russian now?
Now, my voices have changed for like a couple times.
He's secretly Russian.
You see, we have to ask ourselves why the culprit behind the victim's hand into the sandwich at all.
Mon Dieu, you have just told me! To create the misspelled dying message and on?
No, that's not it. There was another motive for making sure the victim's hand was in the sandwich. Lucy. Question time. Oh, right, this one.
Yeah, this guy's a smell. Yeah.
Stabbed.
His heart is beating. You wanted to mask the smell of your aftershave that were on Miss Aldrich's hand. Ugh.
Mr. Phelps' statement confirms that you frequently have very strong smelling aftershave.
While you were throttling her, I bet Miss Aldrich were grabbing at you, getting that scent all over her hand.
This evidence proves that.
Oh my god. So you needed something to disguise the smell.
Here's this photo we took at the time of the crime. We haven't shown you it.
Oh. So you put her hand in the sandwich so she would get covered in pickle juice.
I wonder if that's the most graphic thing that's been in a Layton game. Graphics wise, but I'm not sure.
Really any blood, it's just more just...
I know, but like intensity.
Yeah, it's a little bit intense for this
It
art
is a
style.
weird thing in this art style when it's that
Exactly.
intense. But I mean, I haven't
Also,
really
he
actually
looks-
played many of the other Layton
Also-
games.
Yeah, another thing, completely unrelated tangent. I know he says he's 19, but he looks way older than 19, not gonna lie.
I forgot
at
he's
least in
19.
his
I thought he was
20s.
like 25. Like 20
Exactly,
something.
exactly. He looks 25, at least.
Wait, so she's a 23-year-old who is dating a 19-year-old of a previous relationship?
She really
You're on
just
thin
dated
ice
all
there.
age ranges. It's a little bit sus, but you know.
Miss Aldrich gets cancelled.
Get real
Yeah,
high.
the only like Professor Layton game I play is Miracle Mask, which I hear is considered usually the worst one out of the mainline games.
Oh,
But I'm not
oh
sure.
dear.
I've enjoyed it. I don't know if I think I finished it actually. I'm not sure.
oh, okay.
I think I
Well,
got to the
anyways.
end. I don't know. Alright, it's time to destroy him. The
Yeah,
facts and
We
logic.
gotta kill him. We
But
gotta
you knew
kill
that the victim having her hand in the sandwich would raise too many questions.
We have to kill this guy. Damn.
So you create a diversion in the form of the dying message. No.
None.
The sass.
None. This is your fantasy. You have imagined everything.
We have proof. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Aldrich must have left a mark on you. A wound where she was grabbing at you when the aftershave rubbed off on her hand.
You have no basis to say this. Can you see such a wound, huh?
Not at the moment, because you're hiding it. You're hiding it on the neck, probably.
Gotta be the neck, yeah. Because why would he wear that random thing on his neck?
And it would have been a neck injury.
On the neck. Yeah.
Kill him, Lucy.
Death. We just stopped his heart from beating. It's on your neck! That's the normal place where folk apply aftershave. There or on their wrist.
And I noticed something about you the very first time I set eyes on you. That unusual way in which you wear your handkerchief. Granted, it's just a theory. A crime theory.
A
but
game
I'd be
theory!
willing to bet you're wearing it like that to cover up a wound.
None!
Nuh-uh.
No! This wound is... So you admit it? There's a wound then?
We'll be able to compare the shape of the wound with all just his fingers to ascertain the proof. Unless you rather spare yourself the embarrassment admitted to now.
None! It was all her! She is to blame!
Is he gonna do the thing where he explains everything?
She was.
Just 1 month.
Just how much money she think I had?
All my savings? Whoa. Well, I mean,
Oh, she was a big spender.
that would explain her signing a receipt in someone else's name, maybe. It might not be consensual.
Oh? You were paying her money, were you?
Alright, job is done, Lucy. The case is closed. The lawyers can take over from here.
Good luck to them. Woo! Did it.
Lawyers.
Lawyer time. We cracked it.
Yes, thanks for all the effort you put in, Lucy.
Oh, you know, it were not.
I don't know what that means.
Out.
Nope. It's a rather exciting place to work, wouldn't you agree?
Aye. A bit too exciting.
I was wondering, Lucy, if you'd like to stay on and be my assistant on a more permanent basis.
What? You mean I passed your little test?
There's one condition. You have to be willing to learn. I have a lot to teach you. This tutorial's not anywhere close to finished.
Always happy to learn, me. Thanks very much, Prof.
In that case, for the second time, welcome to London's New Scotland Yard's Sears Crime Division Classified Investigation Agency headquarters.
By heck, that's a bit of a mouthful.
I couldn't agree more. It's a highly inefficient name. That's why I prefer to call it the Mystery Room. Cut to black. Cut to Peter Griffin saying he said the thing. Cut to Subway Surfers. Cut to
Cue
another
credits.
Family Guy.
That sounds dead good, that does. I work in the mystery room. Hi, I'm ready to go now. Chuck all your crimes at me and I'll bet them down one by one.
That's just the sort of attitude you need, Lucy. Keep that up and you'll do very well. Your sharp instincts remind me of my brother. I hope so. I can believe you guys related to Layton until, like, now.
The Layton Brothers. Where's the other brother? It's not just Layton Brother, it's Layton Brothers. Come
Also,
on.
his dad's Layton. He looks like he's, I don't know, 20-something. How old is Layton? When did he have kids? Is this canon? It's the canonicity of this game.
Yeah, we need to know now. Oh, a brother, you say? Yes. Oh, this is your part.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I was just debating the canonicity in my head. Yeah, so I'll introduce you one day. Because that means Layton had 2 kids that are male.
Twins?
And that also means he had a 3rd one, because I think the Mystery Journal game is like his daughter, who's younger.
Huh.
So that means he's had 3, maybe, if it is canon at all. Could be.
Cut to black. And?
Yes, that's right. I've assigned a young woman there. She's completely inexperienced, but of course, I'll continue to keep a close eye on things. I think that's a Colonel Sanders looking dude.
Dang, okay.
So there's something else going on.